Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the man boxing out of the blue corner. Tonight, representing Fiji, give them a water for Winston!
Heads up, no holding, no low blue. Listen to my command. Touch your hand. Good luck.
So this is action from the quarter-final stage of the men's 69-kilogram welterweight tournament. It features boxers from Scotland and Fiji. Boxer wearing red, who has got off to a very brisk start, is Stephen Newns. His opponent, wearing blue, is the Fijian boxer Winston Hill. Newns, a very tall, rangy operator with good footwork, and in stark contrast, this could be an intriguing contest because Hill is a fantastic body puncher. He just scored with a good right hand there.
Newns knows he's in against a puncher here, but he also knows he's one bout away from a Commonwealth Games medal, so he started nice and brightly. He's just got to keep his left hand a little bit higher as he's going forward. He's jabbing well, but occasionally he's just dropping his left hand a little bit too much, and that may allow Hill then to come across with that right hand over the top, so he's got to be careful of that. But it is a positive start from the man in red. He's got to keep it going and probably got to practice those straight, long straight shots, boxing at distance, because this Hill from Fiji is a strong fella and he's dangerous, bit of a power puncher, so you've got to box at distance, as Mr. Newns.
See the left hand being targeted towards the body from Winston Hill already. Good right hand, but look at the right hand in response from the man in blue. Both men loading up on their backhands and having success. 23 boxers in the welterweight tournament bracket. This is the third bout of the tournament for Stephen Newns, a 4-1 winner over the man from Tonga. What was a hard-fought win over John Mulaney. And a unanimous point decision victory over Anguilla's Curlin Richardson, where he was dominant, taking all 5 scores by wide margins. That's a terrific left jab, and again from Hill, shooting it out from the belt line. He's the shorter man, but he's using timing to terrific effect to score with that most basic of punches, and then scored with a reverse one too. The right hand fell short, but look at how effective the jab from the shorter boxer is proving to be.
Yeah, you've hit it on the head. It is the most basic of punches, and it should be the most basic of punches to deal with. Just a simple block or a parry that's needed from Newns, but he keeps getting caught. So he started brightly, but that's all being undone from Hill now, who's finding him with that straight left and a couple of right hands. Newns has got to be a little bit quicker, and what's important for Newns here is his accuracy. If he hits the target at distance, then that really reduces the risk of being caught by Hill. If he misses, then he could walk onto a big shot.
So closing seconds of the opening round, and after a bright start by Newns, well, Winston Hill really came into it principally behind that shot there. The straight left to both body and head, and he's had occasional success with the right hand as well. So good opening round. Winston Hill really finding the range with that left jab.
How you feel? You feel okay? Good, big deep breaths, big deep breaths. Slow the beam down, slow it down. Right, Stephen, just reading the attacks now, that's why he's coming back to kindness. So more feints, okay? 2 clean shots, nice and straight, but then we've got to add the attack. See, like the 2 bent arm shots in there, we need to get that.
2 straight shots is what his coach is saying. Corner for Newns. I think he's just going to be accurate at distance. He's going to hit the target. If he hits the target with good straight shots, then it's going to be very difficult for Hill to actually catch him if he hits the target first. But Hill has showed that he's a danger. Close round because Newns started very well, Hill finished it strongly, so quite an even round that first one.
So into the second round then, quarter-final action from the men's 69kg welterweight division. The winner through to the final 4. Newns on the front foot, just tagging Hill with a shot over the top. Now is there a trace of blood, or is it just reddening around the left temple of Stephen Newns? Jab success again from Winston Hill, who's a personal trainer away from his endeavours in the boxing ring. He's been made to miss there, and then Hill scoring with the left jab once again.
So one of his problems, Newns, he's attacking from too far out, Ronald, with the 1-2 there, just totally missed the target. And again, you see, he's got to edge a little bit closer, and you've got to measure the distance and gap with your lead hand, get into range, then fire the right hand. He's throwing a 1-2 from too far out, certainly missing with the left hand, occasionally hitting with the right, but he's got to watch he doesn't walk onto a shot here, Newns. That's better, that's more accurate.
Second bout of the tournament for Winston Hill. He had a bye in the opening round as he scores with another stiff left jab and then a corkscrew left hand. Jolts the head back of Stephen Newns. Terrific punch picking once again with the same lead hand from Winston Hill. And Newns has got to make the adjustment because he's being fed that lead hand repeatedly and he's getting caught with it.
A simple block or a parry, like I said before, Ronald, is all that Newns needs here to take care of that shot. It's a basic shot, but there's also a basic defence. Newns really going for it now. Grit and determination from him.
Hill remaining composed under fire before tying his man up. He's blocking those shots with high-held hands, and the man in blue is growing in confidence. That's not just showboating, that's perhaps designed to try and discourage and dishearten the man in red by saying, is that all you've got? You better bring something better. Because Hill, look how relaxed the man is. And again, he's scoring with straight shots. And the 26th ranked boxer in the world is increasing in confidence here and stamping his authority on this contest. There's plenty of effort and plenty of endeavour from Newns, but he's picked off again by a clean right hand. And Winston Hill is in complete control.
I think a classic case of volume from Newns, the quality shots, and then probably the eye-catching work is from Hill. Repeatedly he makes Newns' head go back, and that's eye-catching for the judges. But the volume of shots, grit and determination is definitely with the Scotsman.
That's a good left hand to the body from Newns on the 10-second clapper. Hill then working away with the right hand at close range. More flailing shots from the man in red. Oh, now that's a little bit after the bell from Winston Hill.
So eye-catching work coming from the man in blue. Newns, give him credit. Volume was from him. Good exchange here, working downstairs. Was a little bit too far out on the odd occasion. And then as the round went on, Hill comes back with some quality shots, some eye-catching work. But again, look at Newns battling away here in this exchange.
3 minutes at the best box. Yes, sir. You're going in the middle. Give me 3 minutes at the best box you ever had.
So they feel they're just 3 minutes away from a medal if he puts in a good last round. But so will the Scots, I think. They'll feel that way.
So into the third and final round then. And straight out onto centre ring walk, both men. Stephen Newns biting down on his mouthpiece and letting his hands go. Accurate work inside those attempted straight shots from Winston Hill. The blue corner were delighted with the work that their man has produced, but look at the taller man go to the body. Bustling shoe shine shots in return from Winston Hill, who again has hit on the break. And you could just see him drop his head there. That must have been a worrying moment, because had the referee docked a point, that would have taken this round away from the man in blue.
Well, if it does happen again, he will take the point away.
But instead, there's a warning the other way. Oh my goodness.
Incredible, that is.
Stephen Newns has been warned for careless use of the head when Winston Hill has been spoken to for hitting twice on the break, but no warnings issued. So this round now is going to be impossible to win for Stephen Newns from my perspective, barring dropping his man on the canvas repeatedly. But of course, he does have the option of putting him out for the 10 count, and that's perhaps what he needs now.
You know, Ron, that's poor refereeing, that is, because, you know, at the end of the day, Hill has hit Newns on the break. He's hit him after the bell and not been cautioned, and yet Newns gets a caution, a warning, a point deducted for a low head. That's incredible. I totally disagree with that.
Well, Hill, here it is again. My goodness, this is naughty.
There you go.
So, hitting on the break.
So,
warning apiece. The round back up for grabs, just beyond the midpoint of the third and final stanza. Dramatic scenes here in the third and final round, because Stephen Newns docked a point for failing to keep his head up. And then once again, Winston Hill, his corner, asked for concentration. And surely that's a lapse in concentration from the man who was an Olympian 2 years ago in Rio to keep committing the same infringement. He's been docked a point for it. Oh, that's a good right hand from Newns. And now the third round, and perhaps the contest is in the balance.
And in the last minute now, whoever has a good last minute could win this contest, because it is in the balance, it's close. Oh, look at that. That's a bit naughty, that is. I mean, he just hit him round the side.
That's what Joe Calzaghe did against Jeff Lacey when he was in complete control up in Manchester, and that got him into trouble. Why would Winston Hill take such chances when his corner told him they feel he's 3 minutes away from a place on the medal podium? Lack of discipline from Winston Hill, but he's in there battling now, and he has to battle because both men have been docked a point, and now a standing count has been issued against Newns after his head has been jolted sideways once again.
Just catching up on it, isn't it? He's a bit tired now, Newns. Lucky there to receive that standing count. Bell goes.
Well, Stephen Newns gave it absolutely everything, but make no mistake, Winston Hill had tremendous success during the course of the first and the second rounds with his lead left hand. He brought the right hand into play with terrific effect. So much so that Winston Hill's corner told him 3 minutes and you're on the medal podium. But it was a lack of discipline displayed by this man. He's smiling to the crowd, and he was docked a point for repeatedly hitting on the break. We are now going to the 5 scoring judges. How are they going to see it? I feel that Hill has done enough, but it's in the hands of the 5 scoring observers.
Action-packed last round, wasn't it? Both going for it, both deducted points. One for a low head for Newns, the other for hitting on the... I mean, that was awful, wasn't it? And he got the warning, rightly so. And just at the end, who knows, it might just be enough for Hill just to get that standing count.
So there it is, Winston Hill, the 26th ranked boxer in the world, goes through to the medal podium in the 69-kilogram welterweight tournament. He sinks to his knees in celebration. And Stephen Newns absolutely crestfallen. He gave it everything in pursuit of a place on the podium, but he has just come up short at the quarter-final stage. The moment, the celebrations belong to Winston Hill, sportingly holding the strands open for Stephen Newns, who exit the Oxenford studios here at the quarter-final stage. Winston Hill goes on, at least a Commonwealth Games bronze, and he'll be in pursuit of so much more.
Two of the judges had it just by a point, didn't they? 28-27. And I would probably agree with that score rather than the other judges. I thought it was a close contest indeed. Hill. Yeah, he's happy. Got over the line. Newns give it everything. Just ran out of gas right at the very end. Just gets tagged there with a good right hand. It was an action-packed last round. It had everything. Newns there landing with a good right hand. Then he receives one back. Started this contest well, did Newns. And as it went on, then Hill came through with those quality shots. The eye-catching work was from the man in blue. And he just secured it with that standing count right at the end of the contest, which was very unfortunate for Newns, and Hill got it.